In many parts of Canada, if you don't wear a mask when going into an indoor public place, you can get fined and businesses can refuse you entry. In Indonesia, if you don't wear a mask, then you have to go dig graves. That's right. If you don't wear a mask in Indonesia, you have to dig graves in cemeteries. I don't know, maybe they should start doing that to these anti-maskers here in Canada. Like, I know that it's not very comfortable. A lot of people find masks uncomfortable, including myself. Yes, it is kind of a pain in the butt when you're wearing a mask and you have to be constantly adjusting it, especially if you have facial hair, if you have a mustache and beard and all that. But you know what? Just wear a mask, okay? It's not that hard. Masks are pretty affordable. And it's if everyone that's able to wear a mask wears a mask, then the COVID numbers will just keep going lower and lower. And we will get rid of this thing sooner than later. I think, I know here in Ontario, in the Canadian province of Ontario, you're required by law to wear a mask in all public indoor places now, and if you don't, you get a fine. I'm not even 100% sure what the fine is. But I think that besides just giving people tickets for refusing to wear a mask in a public indoor place, I think that the police should also have the choice of deciding whether to just give you a fine or actually arrest you and charge you with a criminal offense that gives you a criminal record. Yeah, I think that people, the most defiant anti-maskers that refuse to wear masks in public indoor places, should actually get arrested and charged with a criminal offense that will give them a criminal record. If you have a criminal record, that can make it harder for you to get a job, and it can make it harder for you to travel internationally. Maybe that will smarten up some of these stupid anti-maskers. I'm sorry, but anti-maskers, as far as I'm concerned, are a bunch of idiots. To me, the only legitimate reason for not wearing a mask is I understand small children not being required to wear a mask. Like, it varies. Like, I know here in the city of London, Ontario, Canada, I think children under 12 are not required to wear a mask. Whereas I think going on airplanes and other places, children under 2 are not required to wear a mask. So I can understand children not being required to wear a mask. And to me, the only other legitimate reason for not wearing a mask or not being required to wear a mask is if you have a medical condition that doesn't permit you to wear a mask or makes it too uncomfortable. Like, if you have a breathing condition such as asthma, COPD, maybe emphysema, or you require oxygen, or if you're unable to remove a mask without the assistance of others, I can understand that. And I actually think that Canada's national passenger railway, Via Rail, is actually doing, they're not a company I like, and I've done videos on this channel before bashing Via Rail because I hate Via Rail, but the one regulation that I agree with them on is they're making it that everyone must wear a mask while inside their stations and on their trains. And the only legitimate reason for not wearing a mask is if you're a small child, I don't know what their cutoff age is for mask wearing. Or B, obviously, if you have to take it off for eating or drinking. Or C, if there's a medical reason why you can't wear a mask. And what they're doing is requiring that anyone who's unable to wear a mask for medical reasons must have a medical note from a qualified medical professional stating that they're unable to wear a mask for medical reasons. And I think that's the way it should be with all businesses. Like, I think all businesses should have the right to ask you for a medical note stating that you can't wear a mask. Like, I know if I were running an indoor business, the only people I would be allowed to enter my business without wearing a mask are people that show me a medical note from a qualified medical professional stating that they cannot wear a mask. I think all you anti-maskers are a bunch of stupid morons, bunch of idiots, retards. COVID-19 is real. It's not fake. Number one. Number two, the government's not requiring mask wearing, and businesses are not just requiring mask wearing to take away your civil rights and take control of you and all that kind of stuff. You're just stupid and misguided if you think that way. And as I say, I think it should be a criminal offense, or I think they should be able to make it a criminal offense for refusing to wear a mask. My thing is, if you hate wearing a mask that much, then maybe don't go out shopping. Shop from home. Maybe call your, you can do online or telephone ordering and have your stuff delivered to you. Instead of selfishly exposing other people to whatever it is that you might have. Wear a damn mask. It's not that hard. And as for the medical exemption thing, like myself, I have asthma. Thankfully, my asthma is just mild. But even though I do have asthma, I still wear a mask. And I managed to get by just fine without one. I managed to get by just fine wearing a mask despite having asthma, even though fortunately my asthma is very mild. I know that there are some people that have legitimate medical conditions that are unable to wear masks. Those people, I understand them. I understand those people with legitimate medical conditions not wearing masks. And I understand children not wearing masks. Everyone else, if you don't have a medical condition that makes it difficult or impossible for you to wear a mask, and you're not a child, wear your damn mask. Be considerate of others, and stop being one of those stupid, moronic anti-maskers. Why does it seem like the majority of people that are anti-maskers are also stupid right-wing retards that are also anti-vaxxers? The Trump-supporting, conservative and Republican-supporting idiots, losers, bags of shit. Yeah, I just don't understand what goes through some people's heads. I really don't. And on a political note, 12 more days till the U.S. federal election. I hope that in 12 days that America makes the right decision and tells Donald Trump, you're fired. Joe Biden 2020.